I'll start with 4 cups of all-purpose flour, and then I'll throw in half a cup of sugar. And then 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Now I'll just sift away. Okay, got that sifted. Now I have some butter and shortening, and I'll measure half a stick of butter, or 1/4 a cup, and 1/4 a stick of shortening, which is still half a cup. And then I'll just use a pastry cutter to get it all combined. Okay, that's all worked together. And now I'll get started on the wet ingredients. I'll start with 2 jars of orange marmalade. 2 cups basically, but I happen to know that 1 jar of this marmalade is just over a cup. So I don't have to measure into measuring cups. Okay, and then to the orange marmalade, I'll add some orange juice, about a cup. And then I'll just splash in a little bit of vanilla, 2 teaspoons or so. Oh, that smells so good. I smell that marmalade. Now I'll just mix the marmalade mixture into the dry ingredients. And I'm not really gonna stir it in at this point. I'm just barely working it in. Gorgeous. And now I've got 3 beaten eggs. And I'll just stir lightly while I drizzle in the eggs. Okay, I just use a regular ice cream scoop to fill the muffin tins individually. I'm gonna make a great topping for these muffins that'll make them nice and crunchy and give them a little extra sweetness. I'll start with half a cup of sugar and 1/4 a cup of brown sugar. And then I'll measure a teaspoon of cinnamon, and I'll grate in some fresh nutmeg. Always a delicious choice. Now I'll just give that a little mix just to break it all up. Add a little bit of salt, about 1/4 a teaspoon or so. And then I've got a couple tablespoons of butter that I've melted on the stove. And I'll just really slowly drizzle that in as I mix the topping. I'm just gonna put about a heaping teaspoon of topping over the top of each muffin. I've got one more thing to add. Wheat germ. This just adds a nice flavor, a nice crunch to the top of the muffins. I just do about a half a teaspoon or so over the top. Now these need to bake at 375 for about 20 to 22 minutes. And then I'll just let them cool and serve them at the barn tomorrow. Hey guys, you want to eat some muffins real quick before we have some fun?
Yeah. Oh, thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mama.
Pretty good. It's pretty good, honey.